the information you were telling us earlier about Korea?
Yeah.
I love that. So please tell us more about that.
Sure.
Okay. Ready when you are. Good. Okie dokie. What is your name?
So my name is Donghoon King.
And how do you get to De Anza College?
So my house is really near to De Anza College, so I usually walk from De Anza College to my house, but like for other purposes, like for going to my volunteer organization, I usually go ride the bus, yes.
And how has your bus riding experience been so far?
So when I usually ride the bus on my own, it's not that bad because like there's not a lot of people in this area riding the bus. But when I was riding my bus with my friend's grandfather, it was kind of disturbing because like the teenagers are all riding on the place where the old people and the kind of the injured people are supposed to sit down, the disabled people are supposed to sit down, but my friend's grandfather couldn't have sit down because like all the young people like, and in like the stance of the grandfather, it's kind of hard to just tell to move. Like that's why it was kind of disturbing. Yeah.
Are there any other problems that you think our bus system has?
It's very I think it's very difficult to actually catch the bus, like because like usually on the website on like Google Map, it usually tells us like when the bus will come, but usually that information, the VTA information, are often wrong, and like sometimes I have to wait about 40 minutes like after the VTA website told me that the bus will be coming. So that's definitely a difficulty to me.
So what are some other bus systems like compared to our system, and would you like our bus system to change to be more like that?
So I recently came from South Korea, and in Korea, the bus stop systems are very well established. So on the bus stops, like first, there's an actual entire map of all the buses near the bus stop, and there's a neon sign saying that exactly when the bus will be coming, how many minutes later. And that's like frequently updated as this bus just moves around the city. So in that way, like there's almost no error. So in that way, for the people who ride the bus, it's much easier and much less time consuming. So in that way, I think it's much like more easier than the American bus system.
Let's see. Do any of your friends or any other students ride the bus?
Yeah, so some of my friends come from like San Jose, other like Santa Clara. So like for those friends, like they usually ride the bus. Yeah, but like I heard that recently, like because the bus, there is a little problem with getting to school on time because the bus a little often comes late and the time isn't really accurate. So they have no choice but just to ride the car, which is kind of actually more economically. That's a little more consuming, and like for many ways that's a little more less beneficial, I guess. Yeah.
Great. On average, how long is your commute using the bus systems?
So I usually at least ride the bus once a week, at least, and when I ride the bus, it's about 30 minutes to go from the place I live to the place to my volunteer organization. Yeah.
Okay. With all the new innovations coming for the bus rapid transit, how would these benefit you?
So first, I can actually go to the place I want on time, and for me, there's like about 3 bus stops near my house. So if like as the new bus system comes, if the bus doesn't come on the right time for my designated bus stop, they can just go to the next bus stop and just hope to see if the other bus just comes on time. So in that way that I can actually predict the time when the bus will come, it'll be much more easier for transportation.
Okay, awesome. And if you could say, my name is, and I support BRT. Just you can use your arms, you can say however you want. You can look right here and say it.
Yeah, look right into the camera this time.
My name is...
Come up a little bit.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
So my name is Donghoon King, and I support BRT.
Say it one more time.
My name is Donghoon King, and I support BRT.
I want to get a couple shots. About you say like maybe I wish I knew when the bus was coming. What's it called? Real time.
It's called, what is it?
I'm blanking on the name.
Real time arrivals?
I wish. Yeah, real time arrivals. You can just say I wish I knew when the bus, when the bus is running late, where the bus is. Hold on one second. Let me just adjust you. Yeah. Okay. So you can just say like, I wish I knew when the bus was late.
wish I knew when it was coming. Something like any of those things. Just look over here for us.
Yeah, and you say it naturally,
Yeah.
So you're pretty much just saying that the bus is late usually, and you wish there was a way to track it when it's late, like there is in Korea. You can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just say it naturally. You can say it a couple times too. So.
Okay. So just like the Korean bus system, I wish the bus would come on time and I could know when the bus is late. Something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can keep saying it as much as
Yeah. Say that again one more time.
Okay. So I wish the bus will come on time and I know when the. I got screwed up.
It's okay.
You can say if maybe like if the bus is running late. I'd like to know if the bus is running late.
So I like to know if the bus is running late. I like to know if the bus is running late.
Is there anything else? Any other additional things we should get?
I really do like information about transportation in other countries.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we haven't covered about that? I like that.
So actually, okay, just go ahead and you can look at her again when you're saying this. Just go ahead and explain to us the difference between the bus system in Korea and the bus system here, VTA.
Okay, so in the bus system in Korea, the driver has full responsibility and authority to kind of inform the passengers if the elderly or the disabled comes to move the seat to move away so that the elderly and the disabled can sit. So in that way, it is much more easier for the disabled and elderly people to ride the bus. And most significantly, as I mentioned before, we can actually know when the bus is late and where the bus is. Like the actual full map on like a neon sign. As the bus moves, the dot on the map also moves. So it's actually high technology and very comfortable for the passengers. Very easy to ride the bus. And also, this is one important thing. But the bus ride, so the price is also lower, like about half the price of the VTA bus systems. So I think the reason why that is because there's actually more governmental support in that areas, but actually as you may know, the budget cuts are kind of severe, so I think that's also affecting the bus system in a way. And it's kind of, this is a personal experience, but I was waiting for a bus stop, and the two bus come at once. But the street is kind of narrow, so the one bus has to overlap the other. But the driver didn't see me, so even if I wanted to ride the other bus, the bus in front of me is covering my view from the driver, so I really can't ride the bus. So to wait another 30 minutes to kind of to ride the bus I want. So in that way, I think it's kind of uncomfortable, and I wish if the bus would actually don't overlap with each other, it would be much more easier because I believe other people would have the same experience as well.
Do you ride 323 or which routes do you ride?
I usually ride 25 or 23 in this case.
Okay.
Tell us again why you take the bus.
So the reason I take the bus is first, my parents aren't really. First, I can't drive, and my parents aren't really comfortable in driving. They still have some kind of a trauma for driving a little bit. And also, I think even though the cost is higher in Korea, it's definitely cheaper than the gas bills from fueling. So in that way, it's much more easier. And I think another good thing is about I can actually ride the bus with my friends and with the people it's for communication, socialism, socializing with other friends and stuff and other people like that. If I ride in my car, I usually ride the car on my own. These days, although they encourage carpooling, it's not really effectively done. So I think that way the bus is also more beneficial.
So can you talk to us about who you've met on the bus, and have you made friends on the bus, and do you think do you think bus riding is a positive thing in our society or in our community?
Yeah, so actually this is a really interesting story, but I volunteer for a Korean elderly society, and for one day, I believe it was December, I actually met the grandmother I was helping at the bus. I didn't see her for quite a while, but it was kind of surprising to see her again. Like, and then I heard that she rides the bus often, and so does the other grandmothers that I kind of help for. And I think in that way, and I also met other friends as well who I didn't see for a long time on the bus. So I think if I didn't ride the bus, I wouldn't really have met the other friends like I didn't meet before. And because it's like kind of well known in this community, and because many people use it, I think that's why it's also very important, because people actually can meet other people in the bus.
That's awesome. Okay, great. Anything else?
So I was going to ask you a couple personal questions. So just how long have you been in America?
Actually, I've only been here for about 2 years.
Okay. So you can just say I've been in America for about I've only been in America for about 2 years. I'm originally from Korea, right? And from what part of Korea are you from?
The district, kind of.
Okay. Like Seoul?
Yeah, near Seoul.
Okay. You can say Korea. Just say I'm originally from Korea. I've been in San Jose. You can say I've been in San Jose. I'm originally from Korea. I've been in San Jose for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Or Cupertino.
Okay. So, I'm originally from Korea, and I've been in San Jose for 2 years.
Okay, that works good. And then something else I was going to ask you. I had 2 questions in the beginning. What was my other question?
So, how long you've been in the country, and...
No, it was when I asked the question about, where do you ride the bus to? Say that one again?
So, I ride the bus to my volunteer organization in San Jose.
Cool. Was there anything else?
That was great. Have you ever encountered any negative stereotypes or negative comments about people who ride the bus?
Let's see.
In any country or anywhere you've ever been?
Well, in districts in Korea where really wealthy people live, in that area, like riding the bus is kind of a stereotype for being poor, but actually people ride the bus for the ecosystem. They kind of want to encourage carpooling and riding the bus for clean the air. I think that's a big stereotype people usually think of. Like, when you ride the bus, people think you're poor, but that's not the case for many cases. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the last little part.
I think that's good.
Yeah, thanks so much. Cool. Thanks for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. You did a great job.
I'm glad you actually showed up.
Thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You got the release form?
Oh, I need to do that. I'm sorry. So what we do here